In the serene town of Green Valley, where the sun bathed the rolling hills in a golden glow, there resided a young boy named Ethan. He was not the kind of child who would catch your eye in a crowd, nor did he possess any outstanding qualities that set him apart from his peers. In fact, Ethan was the embodiment of the term unseen potential. Ethan's days were spent in a quiet, unassuming manner. He attended the local school, where he earned decent grades without ever truly shining academically. His afternoons were often spent in the park, where he would aimlessly kick a soccer ball against a worn-out goalpost, lost in the rhythm of the game. But there was something about Ethan, something that stirred in the hearts of those who took the time to observe him closely. It was as if a flicker of untapped brilliance resided within him, waiting for the right moment to ignite. One sunny afternoon, while Ethan was engrossed in his solitary soccer routine, he caught the watchful eye of a grizzled old coach named Coach Johnson. Coach had spent decades in the world of sports, and his keen eye had seen countless talents rise and fall. But there was an indescribable aura about Ethan that seized his attention. Coach Johnson, his interest piqued, decided to approach Ethan's parents. He believed that this unassuming boy held the potential to become a world-class athlete. Naturally, Ethan's parents were skeptical. Their son had never shown any particular interest in sports, and they saw him as a quiet, reserved child. But Coach Johnson was persistent. He could see beyond the surface, sensing the untapped reservoir of talent that lay within Ethan. And so, with cautious optimism, Ethan agreed to explore this uncharted territory and embarked on a journey that would forever change the course of his life. Coach Johnson's unwavering belief in Ethan had sparked a transformation within the young boy. Still, he remained hesitant, unsure if he could live up to the expectations that had been placed upon him. Ethan's parents, too, had their reservations. They had always supported their son's endeavors, but seeing him thrust into the world of athletics so suddenly left them concerned. Sports had never been a significant part of Ethan's life. He had always been content with the simplicity of everyday routines. Yet, Coach Johnson's persistence prevailed. He saw a glimmer in Ethan's eyes, a spark that only needed to be fanned into a flame. And so, Ethan took his first steps onto the field, the weight of uncertainty heavy on his shoulders. The initial practices were grueling. Ethan was not used to the physical demands of the sport, and frustration often threatened to consume him. But with each passing day, his determination grew stronger. He recognized that he possessed a unique gift, an innate talent that had been dormant within him. Coach Johnson became not just a coach but a mentor and a source of inspiration. He saw beyond the uncertainty, tapping into Ethan's potential with unwavering support and guidance. Together, they embarked on a journey that would test Ethan's limits and redefine his identity. As weeks turned into months, Ethan's transformation became evident. He was no longer the hesitant boy who had reluctantly stepped onto the field. He had become a fierce competitor, driven by an unquenchable thirst for excellence. His teammates, too, began to see the potential that Coach Johnson had recognized from the start, and they rallied around him, forging a bond that transcended the game itself. Ethan's journey through the world of athletics was far from smooth sailing. As he ventured deeper into his newfound passion, he encountered a series of trials and tribulations that tested his resolve and determination. The early days of training were grueling. Ethan pushed his physical limits daily, enduring sweat-soaked workouts and muscle-straining exercises. It was a far cry from his former life of leisure, but the desire to prove himself burned within him. Amidst the sweat and exhaustion, Ethan faced his first major challenge, the regional championship. It was an event that would determine whether he had what it took to compete at a higher level. The pressure was intense, and doubt crept into his mind. The day of the championship arrived, and Ethan stepped onto the field, his heart pounding with anticipation. The competition was fierce, and he found himself facing opponents who had been training for years. The odds were stacked against him. But in that moment, Ethan tapped into a wellspring of determination that he didn't know he possessed. With every sprint, every kick, and every tackle, he gave it his all. He refused to let the doubts and fears hold him back. As the final whistle blew, the scoreboard displayed an unexpected result. Ethan's team had emerged victorious. The underdog had triumphed, and the crowd erupted in applause. It was a defining moment for Ethan, a taste of what he could achieve with unwavering commitment. Triumph in the regional championship was just the beginning. Ethan continued to face challenges, but he approached them with newfound confidence. He learned to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success and honed his skills with unwavering dedication. Ethan's journey to becoming a world champion had been a roller coaster ride of highs and lows, but perhaps the most challenging chapter lay ahead: the road to redemption. It was a gloomy day when Ethan's world came crashing down. During a crucial championship match, he suffered a severe injury, a torn ligament that threatened to end his career prematurely. The pain was excruciating, both physically and emotionally. Doubt crept into his mind, and the fear of never being able to play again weighed heavily on his shoulders. But if there was one thing Ethan had learned on his journey so far, it was resilience. With unwavering determination and the support of Coach Johnson, his family, and his teammates, he embarked on a grueling path to recovery. Physical therapy sessions became a daily routine. The pain of each exercise was a constant reminder of the long road ahead. But Ethan pushed through, setting small goals for himself to regain full mobility, to strengthen his injured leg, and to return to the field stronger than ever. During this period, Ethan faced moments of frustration and despair. He missed the thrill of competition, the camaraderie of his teammates, and the rush of the game. But he also discovered a newfound appreciation for the sport and an inner strength he never knew he possessed. As months passed, progress came in small increments. With each passing day, Ethan's leg grew stronger, and his confidence followed suit. He honed his mental resilience, visualizing his triumphant return to the field. The day of reckoning arrived when Ethan was cleared to play again. It was a moment filled with mixed emotions: excitement, anxiety, and a deep sense of responsibility. The world watched with bated breath as he stepped onto the field for his comeback match. The day finally arrived when Ethan stood on the world stage, facing the best athletes from around the globe. It was a moment that had been years in the making, a culmination of relentless dedication and unwavering determination. The world watched with bated breath as the stadium buzzed with anticipation. As Ethan stepped onto the field, his heart pounded with a mixture of nerves and excitement. The weight of his journey, the trials and tribulations, the countless hours of training, and the unyielding support of his coach and family had all led to this defining moment. The competition was fierce, with athletes from various corners of the world showcasing their exceptional skills. The crowd roared with every incredible feat, but their cheers reached a crescendo when Ethan took his turn. With grace and power, Ethan executed each move flawlessly. His dedication to his craft shone through every stride, every leap, and every twist. It was a performance that seemed almost supernatural, as if he had harnessed the very essence of determination and turned it into sheer brilliance. As the final moments of the competition approached, Ethan found himself neck and neck with his toughest rival, a formidable opponent who had been a dominant force in the sport for years. The tension in the stadium was palpable as the two athletes gave their all in a final showdown. In a breathtaking climax, Ethan executed a move that left the audience gasping in disbelief. It was a move he had perfected during his grueling rehabilitation, a move that required not just physical prowess but also unwavering mental fortitude. When the scores were announced, the world held its collective breath. And then, the moment arrived: Ethan was declared the world champion. It was a victory that transcended the boundaries of sports. It was a triumph of the human spirit, a testament to the power of perseverance and belief. Tears welled up in Ethan's eyes as he stood on the podium, the gold medal around his neck, the national anthem playing in his honor. He had not only become a world champion in the world of sports but also a symbol of inspiration for millions, a reminder that with dedication, resilience, and unwavering belief, one could rise from obscurity to achieve greatness.